What's up, guys, and welcome to Wet Paint on the Couch. Alright. Oh my god. Don't you just hate when you're freaking trying to do something? Alright, now that everything seems to be working functionally, like I said, welcome to Wet Paint on the Couch. Many of you know, you're friends with me on Facebook. I was told to do one of these at least one time a week per medical history, medical advice. You would think that that would not be the case for certain things, but it was. Alright, so let's start off with a story. Most of you guys like stories. It's going to be short, sweet, simple, to the point. Story time, Wet Paint on the Couch, premier medical advice. I went to Norfolk this weekend, and I would have to say that I found out that the city life is just not for me. It's way too It's way too fast. A lot of stuff going on. I've been in the country for about 9 years, 8 years. I've been in America. ICE. Don't come looking for me. So when I say country, I mean backwoods. It's just not for me, though. Like the city life, it's way too chaotic. And it's surrounded by a bunch of fucking crazy people. And I would say that I am 100% sure that I would wind up on accident in a sex trafficking ring that nobody wanted me at. Not because I'm out there being reckless or anything like that, but just because, things happen. And I could see myself tripping and falling into the back of a white van specifically made for kidnapping white males in the ages of 30 to 40 for sex trafficking ring. And if you watch the first episode of the Wet Paint on the Couch, you would know that I have already voluntarily gotten into a man's van who could have killed me. So the story starts off with, I went to go help my wife at her job. She dumps trash for this place. It's crazy. So I was like, me with my manager mindset, I thought I could do it quicker, faster, better, and give her a few pointers of a job that she does every day. And I had to show her how it was done. Basic. After we were done at her job, I was miserable, sweaty. We headed back to her house, and how you get there, you have to go off like an on-ramp or an off-ramp, and there's like an airport and stuff on the side. It's pretty nice. So don't go stalking my wife. It's my job. And I swear to you, when we got off this off-ramp, I seen what I thought was a little tiny baby out in the field, sitting there, doing something fucking nuts. This like a small child or something. Or it was trash shaped like a child. But I couldn't see it. It was like sitting in the grass or whatever. It was like, like that. Like in the Lion King. It was right there on the side of the interstate. And, where I live now, I don't trust anybody being outside past 9 o'clock. It's a slow town. Like, if you're walking past like 8 o'clock, you're up to absolutely, like I said, no good. Especially if you're on a beach cruiser. You can never trust a guy or girl on a beach cruiser after 8 o'clock. Okay? It's either, and dude, if I see you on a beach cruiser, especially, or walking, I'm calling the police. Calling the sheriff. Hey man, look, there's a guy out here minding his business on a beach cruiser. Clearly, he is a registered sex offender, or he's trying to abduct something. I think he might try to be abducting crack, a small dog, something bad. But enough of that. Back to what I was talking about. I freaked out. I yelled at her that she needed to stop, and we needed to go investigate this. And there's a child on the side of the road. So I yelled to her, turn around, and we need to find this baby, or there's a baby, or there's something out here. We need to investigate. But of course, going on the interstate, you cannot sit there and turn around immediately, because this is not a video game, and you have to plan out things. You have to strategize how you're going to get back around and do certain things. As we're going, we're sitting there arguing probably for 5 minutes about how to get back to where we were, and I was kind of killing time because I was also scared. I didn't want to go back. I was frightened a little bit, and it was just like, why are we arguing about this? Why are we arguing about how that we're going to get murdered? Or how we're going to solve this mystery, or how we're going to fix this baby, or that's just marriage, I guess. Finally, we figured it out. We made amends. Even though we went to the wrong exit or on-ramp, because we went with my decision, and it was wrong, and that's marriage. And like I said, can't blame me. That's just how it is. Well, as we're going, we added 10 minutes to the discovery. So that's 5 minutes on looking for the right place to get on at. 10 minutes out of the loop. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, this baby's gone. Some guy on a beach cruiser picked him up. It went off in traffic. It got hit. Whatever. Maybe hauled off. Maybe a coyote came out of nowhere and picked it up by its neck, went to the woods, and now this baby is being raised by the coyotes. It's a coyote. We finally get back to where, the off-ramp. So we go down there, we get off at the exit, and so we're both kind of like looking out into the field where I seen it, and I shit you not, it was not a baby, it was not trash, it was a fucking grown-ass woman sitting there in the field going like this, just sitting there going like this and shit, and I swear I can see it burned into my brain, and I think the motion like this made it all worse, because it's already weird if somebody's sitting there like this. Maybe they're waiting on a bus or somebody or a ride or something, but this just makes it worse. I don't know why. We find we find the lady sitting Indian style, shaking back and forth. She ain't got no hair. She has no reason on being out there. Nuts. In the dark, on the side of the interstate. A normal person, would have pulled over. Hey, are you okay? Do you need any help? But those are the people that you watch the ID channel on, or forensic files, or cold case files, or anything. And those people are dead. They found out it wasn't a baby. The hard way. Stabbed 30 times. Nobody there anymore to feed their dogs, because they were murdered for trying to do the right thing. Spike Lee had it wrong, dude. At least white people who are bald-headed, because most of us are crackheads or meth heads, and you won't fuck with somebody on PCP, dude. Like I said, not my business. We kept on going. She could have got hit by a semi-truck, and that is just between her and God, and she could have got, hey, you learned your lesson? You don't sit Indian style on the side of the interstate. Dude. We make it back to her house, And I just, the whole time, checking my back to make sure we weren't being followed, because bitches like that end up in the back seat of your car. I don't know if you've seen the movies, but it's like when you go and you're like driving. This is me driving. And like, oh, that's crazy. And then I'm talking to my husband. And then you go and you're driving and you look up at the rear view and you're like, huh, like this. And all of a sudden, boom, the bitch is in the backseat of your car. That happens in real life. After I found out that the doors and everything were locked, what I did was I went to bed. I had a few nightmares. We woke up the next day and we were going to the mall, and we had to go we passed there, or I had to go like, whatever. And we're driving, and all of a sudden, I go to look to see like where like she was like sitting at, and I go, maybe she was dead, maybe she got hit by a car, or maybe it's gonna be like this squirrel that you felt bad for. But I look over, and a hawk comes out from where she was sitting, like a hawk. It's like, dude, this bitch then turned herself into a hawk, and she's in the voodoo, and we could have died, and we did the right thing by ignoring her. That was the right thing. Spike Lee should have made it ignore people, do the right thing. Okay? Meth heads that turn themselves into hawks or animals or birds of some sort. Not cool, dude. And then after that we just went home. But you don't deal with that. I can deal with hobos and shit in my small town, but like, I don't know, dude. I draw the line. I draw the line at meth heads in Norfolk. Yeah. So yeah, that's I guess that's it for me. This was kind of just like I said, it's not gonna be a bunch of editing or anything like that. I mean, it's going to be shit. But I was medically told that I needed to do this. This was from doctor's orders or what the fuck ever. So this is the first episode. I don't know if I'm gonna like do like a series. I don't know. I feel like I always plan shit and I never do it, so I feel like shit. And I mentioned this many times in my last video and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, it was nice knowing you, nice catching you. Why does it sound like I'm trying to make a sign off here? We're going to just do what we regularly do and say bye. Check